Test, test, test. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. That's what's going on, y'all. Sound good. You already know the drill. Make sure to like the live as y'all hop up in here. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. Y'all. We got a couple setups we're looking at. Again, like we talked about yesterday, we've been talking about all week. Y'all been seeing it all over social media. Y'all been looking at it on your charts. It's just been very choppy, low volume this week. Nothing we can do about that. I talk about it all the time. And I talked about that in the free crash course. Y'all didn't watch the free crash course, make sure to hit that first link in the description and watch where we at. Make sure to click right here. Go to May 20th, click right here, and make sure to watch that because I talked about that in that video as well. If y'all missed a lot, the recording gets posted in there. But again, there's 3 cycles. Price is always going to be in, right? Either uptrend, downtrend, or the 3rd cycle, which is consolidation, ranging, sideways market, liquidity, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing, just a different name for it, right? So that's what's been going on with a lot of the charts. Like, for example, we was talking about gold buys. Gold literally kept on rejecting this level. Again, you see here, retested 6 a.m., rejected this level, 9:30, rejected, and literally didn't break through this level until midnight going to 1 a.m. Right, same thing with GU. We was talking about GU buys all day yesterday. Price just kept on rejecting. Then it broke through this level a few hours before we had GP news pop off. And now we see GU pushing. But again, if y'all watch the Sunday chart analysis, or if y'all was just in the London session lives, we was talking about not just this entire move happening, but seeing new higher highs get made. And when we look at GBPUSD, GU did do that. But again, we can see by these wicks, price has been consolidating and chilling, and there's like a quick hour or two that'll do a quick move. And if you miss the move, as you see, price will just retrace and then range the rest of the day, right? So a little bit unfortunate, but there's nothing we can do about that. Like I always talk about, at least I know my projections, the way I'm looking at the charts is correct. It's just simply I just keep missing the setups and it's just low volume. Nothing we can do about that. But we're going to look to see what we can do today. So we're going to be looking for continued GU buys like we've been talking about all week. We're going to be looking for gold sales like we talked about all weekend, like we talked about in the London session live yesterday. As far as gold's concerned, it just broke back above this level. Looking at this retest right here, if we can hold 33.28 as support, we're going to be looking for buys going to 33.50. So that's why I'm liking how this is looking right here. I want to wait for this candlestick to close though. And then GU is just mocking and teasing us. Again, this was the move we was looking for, but it's all good. So I'm mainly going to be paying attention to GU and gold today. NAS and GJ, is a maybe. It just depends on if I like what I see, if my confirmations can be met. But I'm mainly going to pay attention to gold and GU today. You already know if you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. I'm about to see. I like this retest right here. So as long as it doesn't explode and rip away, we're probably going to jump into this in the next 2 minutes and some change. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today at the beginning of the New York session. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. And make sure to catch up to all the other videos I dropped this week. All playlists are up to date. And like I said, you gotta look at the bright side of things. As far as day trading is concerned, markets are slow, but crypto and stock portfolio is doing what it needs to do. So, at least that's doing something. We're about to see how this 15 closes and what this next 15 looks like. What's going on, Doug? I see you up in here. Let's see if we can end the week with some good volume. Let me turn this ad off. They're trying to get their money. I can't even skip this one. All right, we're just gonna let the ad do its thing. Those who join the stream, we have not entered this trade yet. That's just a trade idea. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal and free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link. Check it out for yourselves. And I recommend rewinding to the beginning of the live. Well, let me not say the beginning. Rewind to like the third minute into this live. Because we broke down a lot of stuff, and I'm probably not going to break all that stuff down and reiterate it again for at least another 20 minutes or so. So you want to know what we're looking at, what's been going on this week, what happened yesterday. Make sure just to rewind because the live just started. About to see if we can hold this level here. We're looking at gold buys. If gold can maintain a hold 33.30 as support, we're looking for buys going to 33.50 again. We put the bullish momentum back into play. We no longer see lower lows getting made. We had the reversal. We see resistance lows getting turned into support. We're seeing higher highs getting made. So we're going to be looking for buys again. Like that retester. So we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. All right, new 15 just popped up. Let's see what these other charts are doing. Yeah, GU is what it is, though. We're going to let that do its thing. Like I said, at least I know my projection was correct. We was going for GU buys again. If y'all was in the Tuesday live, we went for this GU buy with the TP3. Then we got wicked out just for that same night for price to do the move we was looking for. Same thing happened to us on Wednesday. So like probably today at the end of market close, I'm gonna do like a video format of the recap. So this week was a little bit different from other weeks, right? Because again, I had to re-enter multiple trades, but this is why you have to have a good ratio to set up each trade. So I'm still up this week, but I ain't gonna act like this week was perfect. This week really did push me, and I had to really stay disciplined, cool, calm, and collected. I didn't even take a setup yesterday just because I didn't like anything I saw. The volume was low. But again, we went for this buy on Wednesday. You watched Wednesday's live stream. We took this setup. We hit TP2. Same thing like on Tuesday. Price rejected. And that same night, then went to do the move we was looking for. So it's just been a lot of low volume and retracements going on. Nothing we can really do about that. But as far as today, we got a few setups we're looking at. So with GU, we're either going to see how price reacts here. Again, price is the same level price rejected. So we can break back above and hold 34.70 as support. We can look for continued buys going up to 34.95. Or if it rejects this level again, we're going to see if we can maintain and hold 34.40 as support. Then we can look for buys going there. I like how this gold setup's looking. We might jump into gold. I was looking at NAS sales, but it rejected this level. Only way I'm looking for sales is if we can hold 21.50 as resistance. Then we could look for sales going down to 29.60. And I'm also looking at possible GJ sales. So if we can maintain, again, it's like we was talking about in the Sunday chart analysis. It just finally did the move yesterday, right? So we can maintain and hold 193.20 as resistance. We can look for sales going down to 192.65, or if we can break below and hold that as resistance, we can look for sales going back down to these lows right here at 192.15. So we got a couple setups we're looking at. I like how this is looking. So we're gonna jump into this. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. When we looking at any charts, drop them in the chat. I feel like I was about to do something and I got sidetracked. I don't remember what I was about to do. It'll come back to me though. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram, playmaker_way. TikTok, _playmakerway_. Post daily on both pages. Got some videos. I got to edit and post for y'all after this live's over. Got a new video dropping for y'all on YouTube today as well. Then I got some stuff I'm cooking up for y'all this weekend. Got a lot of stuff working on in store for y'all. As far as news today, we had GDP news about an hour ago. Going into New York session, we only got Canadian news at 8:30. That's pretty much it. Let me see how that plays out right there. So again, we're gonna just low volume. We can literally see prices just been chilling, floating here since 8 o'clock last night. Just literally just been chilling, stuck at this price. Let's see what we got going on up in here. What's going on, Gerson? I'm pretty new. Just wondering, what strategy do you use? Is it support resistance? It's not just support resistance. Support resistance is a part of it, but it's not just simply support and resistance. It's following the flow of price. Support and resistance is just what I use to help me with my entries and exits. But if you want to know what my trading strategy is, there's a few things you can do. You can go after this live stream's over to my playlist, and you go to trade breakdowns playlist. There's almost 100 videos of back-to-back various buy setups, various sell setups. Every one of those videos, I literally go over and explain from start to finish, my whole top-down analysis, my whole mindset, my whole reasoning and logic behind why I went for buys or sells. I explain why I went for buys and sells, where I went for buys and sells at. I break down the whole thing where I wait for my entry, I have the exit. I break down literally my whole trade breakdown, and all the setups or trades I personally took, trades I talked about and broke down in Sunday chart analysis, London session lives, as well as entered and took with the members and students in the Advanced Play Signal Room. So you want to know my strategy, you can do that. But you want to learn from me, I would recommend, because I just did this. I know it was kind of last minute, but the next one I do, I'm gonna let y'all know at least ahead of time. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join Telegram. I did do a free training crash course literally on Wednesday earlier this week. So if you missed it, all you gotta do is click right here. It's going to take you to that channel. You can watch the recording. I break down a lot more in depth. There's literally an hour and a half of me just straight up just talking nonstop. All right, I think a lot more in depth and detail than I do during the other session. So it's the weekend too, so I definitely recommend you lock in on this channel. Watch that recording of the crash course I did on Wednesday. Explore the YouTube channel. Look at the playlist. We have multiple playlists on this channel. I talked about the trade breakdown playlist. I also got the day trading tips playlist. That playlist, I go over how to read the charts. I go over over some videos trading psychology. Some of those videos I go over support and resistance as well. Some of those videos I talk about trading plans. And then I also have stock analysis playlist because we also do weekly crypto analysis. But yeah, so we do it all over here. So I do got to add some more levels up here, but we're going to see if we can hold this level. That is a big push. Again, the reason why we didn't enter this trade was because I wasn't on the charts at the time. And because we can see here, price just kept on rejecting this level all fucking day yesterday. So instead of driving myself crazy watching paint dry, I decided to just not go into the charts yesterday and trade. Obviously, it was on the charts during the live and during the York session, but y'all see the charts, right? And you watched yesterday's live stream. I literally talked about looking for buys here, going all the way to where gold's at now. But as you can see, it kept on rejecting this level and didn't break through here until midnight, right? So my projection was correct, but the volume this week and a little bit of last week is a lot different than what it was 2 weeks ago or last month. But like we talked about at the beginning of the live, this is how the market's going. The market is just like when everybody was freaking out about quote unquote the stock market and crypto crashing. But now, I mean, at least on my algorithm, I don't even see people. Well, that's probably just my algorithm because my algorithm is mainly just data trading, social media accounts. But y'all remember everybody was freaking out, acting like the world's about to end because we had a retracement. And I told y'all it was just a retracement to buy. And now what do we see? Bitcoin just hit new all-time highs. Everybody's happy about crypto. Oh my God, crypto's going crazy. Oh my God. Right. So it's very, very important to understand how the charts work and understand the 3 cycles, but also understand that and acknowledge and respect that you can't control the markets. You get what I'm saying? Again, yesterday was a perfect example. All week was a perfect example, right? I knew we should look for buys if we could maintain and hold this low as support, but just because I knew buys was the move doesn't mean that price is going to do that move right then and there, or doesn't mean price is going to be as smooth or have as much volume as it did yesterday or last week or last month. You know what I'm saying? Price can't forever shoot up. Price can't forever shoot down. And there is, unfortunately, periods when prices kind of stuck, solid in their range in place. That's just how the markets work. So you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. Drop them in the chat. We're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. We got a new 5-minute about to pop up in a second. Got new crypto updates dropping for y'all this weekend. I got a stock update dropping for y'all today. Make sure you're gonna look out for that. Because crypto's been moving. Some of the stocks we talk about been moving as well. So I want to give y'all some updates. Look at these wicks, just nasty. Just nasty. This is why I'm looking for sales here, because we can see here that price is rejected and maintained holding these low as support many times. So as long as we can maintain and hold these levels as support, we are still technically bullish. But we can also see by looking to the upside that, again, we look to the left, we got this huge level of traffic, and price is just struggling, as we can see here, through that level of traffic. All right, so ain't nothing we can do about that until volume picks up. So if it does break back above, especially if it breaks back above, this is NAS100 we're looking at, especially if it breaks back above 21,260, well, that is support. We're going to be back to looking for buys. Right now we see prices turning and holding as low as resistance. These levels are off from this entry because I updated my levels last night. We're going to see here price was holding this level as resistance, so we need this level to be turned back into support for price to push back up. All right, we can also see here when price was holding this level as support, then it was struggling to turn this level from resistance to support, which caused the rejection Monday, the huge rejection on Wednesday. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Again, we look here, this was Wednesday, Thursday, today. So again, NAS has been fucking stuck in place for like 3 fucking days. All right, so yeah, ain't nothing we can do about that. We got a new 5-minute that'll pop up in a little bit. We got a G with the retest. So if it can hold as low as support, 3470, we can look for buys going to 3500. Looking at GBPUSD. And that's pushing back up. So more, we're going to be looking for sells. Usually short-term buys here, but again, the rate price is moving. I'm not really going to look for short-term buys. And then for those that don't know, that's how you set an alert. You just grab your path tool, click it somewhere. I just like to make them orange so that way they don't throw me off. I don't confuse myself from my key price levels. Click it, you go to the clock, you hit add alert, however you want. I like to do once per bar. That's just how I like to do it. But you can play around with these settings. You can even do a message, but I don't really do all that shit because I know what the alert's for. If you want to, you can. But yeah, so that's how you set an alert. And then of course, when the alert goes off, it'll notify you in the bottom left of your screen. Usually it does it. There we go. All right. And then let's say I wasn't on NAS100. Let's say I was looking at GBPJPY. I click right here. It's gonna put me right on my NAS100 chart, and then I can see what's going on. That's how I use alerts. Now I gotta fix it because now all my tabs are popping off. You just got a little bit of retracing to do. I'm not gonna jump on that yet. Ooh, what the heck going on with the music? Look at the fix this up. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. When looking at the charts, drop in the chat. New 5 minutes just popped up. Yeah, we're just simply waiting for volume. That's all we can do. There ain't no news going on besides 8:30 Canadian news. That's pretty much it for the day. Got a new 5 minute about to pop up. That master retest. Now, technically, it didn't tap my level, but that was fucking close enough. But I didn't pull the trigger on that. But me and the members are in something else. We're in gold right now. We just hit TP2. Some nice blue and green on this one. Nas just tapped this level. About to see how this reacts right here. To again, y'all saw when price was red, did the retest. This red candlestick turned to the green one. So if y'all hopped in the GU, y'all should be in profit on that as well. Again, it's just low volume. You can just see how prices is super wicky. So again, make sure to pay attention to y'all's charts because price has just been, the volume has just been very choppy this week. And we are in profit on that setup right there. Again, if you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we're looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. Make sure to like the live. Shout out to those who already like the live, but make sure to like the live if you have not already. And make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We're almost at 3,600 subscribers. We can get to that easily. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today. Dropped a video for y'all. No, I didn't drop a video for y'all yesterday. I dropped a video for y'all on Wednesday. But nonetheless, make sure to check that out, y'all. Got a new 5-minute about to pop up. About to see if we can get some action. I want to see gold. I mean, gold technically did do what GU did. You see this week right here. So gold technically did do that. But I'm talking about as far as me in the trade. I want to see price. Give me a little candlestick like that. That would be nice. We just gotta take it minute by minute, candlestick by candlestick. That's all we can do. Yeah, everything is just super wicky and choppy. Look at this. Just disgusting. Yeah, price is really struggling. We're gonna have to definitely take out these highs to the left. We're gonna see any action. I don't know if we're gonna do that with low volume, but if we get some volume to kick in, we can break through this level right here. But I'm definitely paying close attention to my goal setup because again, I ain't trying to end the week on a bad note. I'm still in profit, so I'm definitely not gonna let this run the week.
you think of hot, you might think about the tragic time you ate too much wasabi. Or about getting into your car on a summer day when it feels more like stepping into a sauna. But heat can work in your favor, like during Verizon Red Hot Deal Days. Get hundreds of hot deals on all your favorites, like iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence, Apple Watch Series 10, and iPad on any plan. Only until May 28th for new and existing customers. Offer available on My Plan. Only at Verizon.
I need gold to follow GBPUSD, man. I need gold to follow GBPUSD. And super wiki. Super wiki. We gotta take this high out to the left. Again, I went for buys, pretty simple. Again, we see clear bullish momentum. We see higher highs getting made. We had this reversal where price respected this level as support, like we saw here. Then we broke back above here. So again, just like we talked about the price action technical now, oh shit, I haven't pulled this out all week. But we got to pull it out. We got to pull it out. I actually don't have the actual book out. Wait, do I got the page that says it? I think I got the page that says it. Hold on, y'all. I think I might got it. Right, but just like the price action technical analysis playbook says, it works the stocks, forex, options, and crypto. When we go to the rules of the uptrend, what do the rules of the uptrend say? Well, let's pull that up. It says in order for the uptrend to continue, we need to break past the previous high, which gives us a new higher high. We also have to respect the support level the higher low is resting on. So when we look right here, we see higher high. If my arrow stopped trolling me, we see higher high, higher low, higher high. We saw this rejection, but we see price still holding this level as support. So we're still in an uptrend. So now we need to have this level held as support, like we saw here, for a new higher high to get made and for us to take out this high to the left. So that's what we're really looking on. But again, we just need some volume. We have maintained the held this level as support, which we saw in the live stream, which is why we entered off of this. Right, we see the retest right here. So now we're just waiting for volume. That's all we can do. We're just waiting for volume. Right move. We're just waiting for volume. That's all we can do right here. We hit TP2 though. So we're going to see what now the work sessions got for us. Again, as far as high impact news or any news going on today, we have 30 Canadian news. So if you do trade Canadian pairs, keep that in mind. And then we see here, NAS has been literally stuck here for the past like 30, 40 minutes. GJ is still trying to figure his life out. So we're chilling here for the past 40 minutes. He's been stuck here chilling. So again, we're just simply waiting for volume. That's all we can really do right here. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When looking at any charts, drop them in the chat.
Hi, Little Bob here from Bob's.
Man, it's like at least, man, it's like every other week this video wants to get me ads, which I can't complain too much about. We usually be able to last a whole week without any ads getting played on this playlist, but it's like every other week. Just interesting. Actually, Oh, this is a whole different playlist. That's probably why. Oh, well, we're going to keep it going, though. All right, new 15 just popped up. My bad. Got to turn there we go, the music back on. All right, y'all. So we're still gonna be on the charts, y'all, but nothing's changing. But we're gonna see if volume picks up from now. Again, got a new video dropping for y'all later on today, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. Y'all see that scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram playmaker_way, TikTok _playmakerway_. Post every day on both pages. Got some videos dropping for y'all today on there as well. Do not waste this weekend, okay? Again, volume's been low, price has been choppy, so don't take it too hard this week for those that are struggling or down this week. But make sure to use this week to review y'all's trades and to study up. Again, I just did a free crash course on Wednesday. Make sure to watch that recording. If y'all missed that live, all you gotta do is hit that first link in the description, join the free signal, free Telegram. Once you do that, then you just scroll up to Wednesday, right? May 20th. You click right here, the recordings in that channel. You can watch that, all that good stuff. All playlists are up to date, so make sure that we got prices right now. I just got whipped out of gold. I'm gonna look for a possible re-entry on that. But like I said, when we took that setup, very safe today because again, volume is just fucking low as hell. So if I'm gonna hold the trade, especially as I saw profit, I want to see volume continue to push my way. So I am going to look for possible re-entry on gold, but I did just get whipped out of that. Now, GU on the other hand has just been moving nicely, but we're going to see what price does the rest of today. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since y'all joined. If you want to contact me directly, I can DM me on Instagram, Telegram, or TikTok. I respond to all messages. And y'all, we're going to see what now going into New York sessions got in store for us. GJ did just retest this level. So again, if we can hold 193.15 as resistance, we can look for sales going down to 192.70. All right, y'all. So make sure to keep that in mind. And yeah, we'll be back at it next week, Monday session, 3 a.m. EST.